All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, right back to Lindsay. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Walker. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson, he will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flooring to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw. Walker, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. Second and 11. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Marv is a very, very fickle man.
Now he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Now a carry for Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. Philip Lindsey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Walker, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. We'll hit them with a screen soon.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensive. There's nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Going deep for Hopkins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. He hits more. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll run here with Lindsey. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 82 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Zadarius Smith. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back now in Pittsburgh, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. He will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff working right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. First and 4 at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 45 on 2nd down, Walker, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Walker. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Mike 51. We want this. 51, Mike 51.
Walker now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To throw is Walker. Throwing on 4th down. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walker. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 31's the mic. Watch it.
2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete in the end zone. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 37. Dudes.
They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Kill, turn up. Slam. Back, squeeze.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
All day, every day. All day, every day. Ready. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked.
They should have done it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.